Hi, I'm Matt Hillebrand with Don's Appliances, joined by Rob Sobek, and we're going to go over just basic maintenance of appliances. People always are saying my appliance lasted, much less than my old refrigerator that's still in my basement, or why do I have a service call on my washer and it's only 3 years old when I had an old top loader that lasted, XYZ years. And a lot of it comes down to maintaining, right? It's like our new cars. A car that's built in the last 10 years has more maintenance that's needed versus something that's 20 or 25 years old.
Absolutely.
Right? So, just, Rob, kind of walk through just some of the basic things that really consumers need to do to maintain their appliances.
So, number one culprits whenever it comes to machines that require service earlier than a customer expects, because, just the perfect storm of things going wrong. Refrigeration, dishwashers, washing machines, I would say, are probably the three biggest culprits. When it comes to a refrigerator, you pull it off the wall, you wipe off the vent. Most of these refrigerators will have vents cut into the sides, into the back, or both. Pulling it out from the wall once every, let's say, 6 months, maybe once a year, whatever that looks like, and just soft brush on the vacuum and vacuum off the dust. That's all that's really going to build up. If you maintain that regularly, you keep that airflow going, that compressor is not going to overheat. You won't have some of the overfrosting issues or just cooling failures that sometimes that is led to by big dust bunnies collecting on those vent covers. Not that it's maintenance, but the light is going to go off on your fridge and tell you to replace your filter every 6 months or so, depending on brand. And something was brought up earlier about I don't do it because of how much they cost.
Sure.
So share with us where you should get your filter and why.
Yeah, and the easiest thing that all of us do is go right to Amazon, right? Because it's easy, it's convenient, right? You go on, you put your model of your refrigerator, you put your model of your filter, and boom, you've got all these options of filters. And one thing that always jumps out with Amazon, it's cheaper. Well, guess what? Most of the filters that Amazon are selling, they are not OEM filters. They are not original manufacturer filters. And if you buy a usable filter, a knockoff, odds are you will damage the refrigerator, the filter head inside the refrigerator, which is where the filter attaches to the refrigerator. And odds are you're going to have either a massive leak, whereas it's not going to seat properly and it's going to leak, or you will damage that housing, and when you go to remove it, you will have to have a repair person come in, replace that filter housing at a very high cost, so that $5 or $6 or $8 that you saved on the filter just went away. So buy a OEM filter. We have tons of them at our parts department. We stock filters at our stores. You can go on our website. You want to buy manufacturer's filters with the manufacturer's name on it, and we will make sure that you get the right filter. And like I said, it may cost $8 to $10 more per filter, but making sure you get that number one OEM specified filter, it's got the specifications to fit, it's got the specifications that they say will filter out the contaminants. It's just not some off-the-wall filter that may cause issues.
And to that brings up a really great point in that, it can spring leaks and obviously it can cause service calls, but you're starting to see manufacturers move from the old style of having that filter head up and inside the ceiling of the refrigerator. They're moving them into the door where the ice maker is, and now they're out on a pivoted head on top of that. So you have another point of failure, and it's at the face of the refrigerator. So instead of flooding your fridge interior and causing that headache, it'll do that and damage the flooring in front of it because it's going to leak right out that door seal.
Absolutely, and the manufacturers have some videos. We've got a lot of videos, but your use and care guide, that thing that comes with your appliance that nobody ever reads, because I've used a washing machine for 35 plus years. I've used a refrigerator. Why would I want to read that manual? Because it helps you in terms of what is needed to maintain that product.
And not to mention, it also is going to tell you the noises that are normal. Like
Yes.
the things that whether you call us, you chat with us on our website and ask these questions, a lot of the answers are in the FAQ section in the use and care guide. But just pivoting off of refrigeration, when you're talking about a washing machine, the maintenance that goes into a washer, the story's a little different, top load versus front load, traditional versus all in one. But all in all, you want to make sure you keep your dryer vent area clean your lint filter every single use when it comes to the dryer. And for your washing machine, front load especially, you want to run a clean washer cycle every so often. The manual is probably going to say once every 30 days. I'd say most customers probably don't do that. Those are the big things that come to mind for me. What about you?
No, you've hit a lot of those, and there's things that customers will call our service department and say, my washer's 6 months old and it smells. Well, odds are you're doing something wrong either in maintaining that product or your day-to-day use. And odds are it's probably something that you can cure and fix yourself. Cut down on your detergent. If it's a high efficiency machine, use 1 to 2 tablespoons. Clean the washer every 30 days, like you had said. The manufacturer is going to put this stuff in their use and care guides. And if you do maintain your machine, you will get good lifespan. Now, things happen, right? So you may have a power surge, or you may have something that causes the product to fail. But all in all, the machines that are built today are pretty good machines.
Absolutely. And all it takes is a little bit of maintenance, paying attention to detail, asking the right questions. And to your point, we have a lot of knowledgeable people, whether it be sales, service, or otherwise. You can call in and just ask, and we can troubleshoot over the phone and save you the service call. When it comes to the washer, a lot of the calls we were getting in generations past on front loaders was because you couldn't access the filter. You couldn't get to where things are going to get caught up and stop that pump from pumping.
Yep.
Most front load machines, not all, now have that access door on the front so that the end user can get to that filter and be able to open a locked door that is locked because that pump won't pump. When it comes to a dishwasher, for the most part, we've moved into like a triple filtration kind of system in most dishwashers. There's a couple that still use a chopper, but when it comes to the filter in the dishwasher, the user guide will tell you once every 30 washes, every 30 days, whatever the case may be. But typically, the water is so hot in these stainless tub dishwashers nowadays, everything's going to get broken down. If you smell something in your dishwasher, opposed to calling us, it's a good idea to maybe check your filter.
Check your filter. Yeah, and we've gotten away from what am I doing wrong to cause this issue. If we think first that maybe you're doing something wrong to cause an issue, odds are you're going to find that solution, and usually it's fairly simple for you to fix, and it's fairly easy for you to kind of walk through with all of the information that's available online. Go to our website. Go to donsappliances.com. Go to our YouTube channel. We've got tons and tons of material out there for consumers really to refer to.
Absolutely. And a lot of them feature us.
Yes.
Over the years.
Yep.
And we know how to maintain. And if you don't, just give us a call.
Yeah, and thank you as always for listening, and go to donsappliances.com.